And Cassidy Quinn is there live now near the tunnel. Cassidy, has the situation improved at all? It doesn't look like it from Catherine's picture.
Yeah, you can tell from Catherine's picture, you can tell from our picture, the situation has not improved. We've been talking to people who've been stuck for hours. This is coming off of I-405 going westbound onto the Sunset into the tunnel. You can see cars just totally stopped. There's a lot of people that have abandoned their cars over off onto the right shoulder, but then others trying to get through and are just totally stuck. There's so much snow on the freeway. Even a lot of people with chains on their tires are still stuck all the way back here. But we have our friend Jordan here. How many hours have you been on this freeway for?
What time is it now?
A little after 11.
I've been there since 8:45.
Just trying to get onto the Sunset?
Yeah, just trying to get on Sunset.
Now, did you have any idea how bad it would be coming this way?
No, because actually from where area I came from was smooth sailing all the way till right here.
And then what'd you think once you got here?
I was like, oh crap.
Now, what's your plan going forward? Do you have gas in your car? Do you have some snacks in there?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually had a full meal in here, and I've got at least 3/4 of a tank, so I'm good for a while. I even got a couple videos saved on my phone from Netflix, so, you know, I'm good for a while still.
Perfect. Have you ever seen it this bad in Portland?
I mean, a couple weeks ago, it seemed like it's pretty bad. I don't know if this has topped it officially yet.
Right.
I've never been stuck in it this bad, I'll put it that way.
Well, I hope you get through eventually. It doesn't seem like the snow is coming down any less anytime soon, but we'll let you get back in your car and be warm. We have one more friend over here. The good thing is everybody's being super nice out here. Actually, we saw a guy named Matt who lives close by. He's been walking around, going back to his apartment and filling up these canteens with hot water to bring it out to people so they stay warm. Juan, we're coming back to you. Oh, he doesn't want to roll down his window. Maybe he's too warm in his car. He's enjoying his warm time. He's on the phone, I think. But, guys, like I said, people, at least this brings out the best in everybody. Everyone's trying to be nice to each other and make the situation as good as it can be when you're stuck out here in your car. Hopefully, I mean, it's hard to tell things will get better anytime soon because, as we said, the tunnel is stuck. You can't get through there at all. There's a bunch of cars that have spun out, and we're not sure whether ODOT has stopped people from going into the tunnel, but it looks like no one's even moving forward at this point, guys.
It looks
back to you.
Yeah, from a couple weeks ago. What's happening on the other side, Cassidy? Is traffic moving on the other side?
We just saw one truck come through a minute ago, but it really doesn't look like anyone, for the most part, is getting there. You can see the cars are backed up as you're coming out of the tunnel. I'm trying to get over there so that you can see it. This car is just coming up onto the side of the road here, but cars are coming slowly down the hill. Maybe one lane is open possibly, but really for the most part, most of the cars looks like are staying back, probably to stay safe and not risk it.
Well, I'm sure people at home are shaking their heads because they're glad they're not in that. But also, we saw this just a few weeks ago, and it's a shame to see it again. Cassidy, we're going to check back with you later. Oh, did you have something else?
Yes. Well, our friend that just drove over here said that he's coming from the opposite direction and said that there's two semi-trucks that are in a crash and they're blocking the tunnel, you said, the other way?
Up a little, just up above the tunnel, you can kind of get around, but it's kind of hectic. There's like 3 cars and then 2 semi-trucks and there's like 1 ambulance.
Wow, well, thank you so much.
And then up the hill, have you been up the hill yet?
No, not yet. We can't get that far.
There's, it's like, I would say a graveyard. There's probably about 15, 20 cars just stuck on the outside and then everybody up trying to go up the hill. So,
wow.
So if you can get through and as soon as you pass, you know, out of the tunnel up to the zoo, you're perfectly fine.
Thank you so much for the update. Hope you stay safe and get home and get warm. Guys, back to you.
Well, it's good to get that report. You see Cassidy Quinn is
made it to
still
the
stuck
tunnel.
there in the tunnel.
Take it away, Cassidy.
I am not stuck. How many people are stuck, though? I walked over here from the station. That is the good news for me. So my car is not stuck here, but you can see so many people stuck here. We are trying to, or these cars are trying to get onto the Sunset from 405, but they have totally blocked off all traffic once you get through the tunnel. It's kind of crazy, though, actually standing in the tunnel, and it's safe because no one is moving. So I've never gotten to stand inside the tunnel before, but you can see all the stuff all the snow continuing to build up behind us. We've talked to people who've been trying to clear off their windshield, and they're thinking 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of snow building up on their cars just in the last few hours that they've been stuck here for maybe 3 hours. I don't know what time it is anymore. So since 8:30, over 3 hours, people stuck in their car. We have been hearing what is happening on the other side of the tunnel, which we can't hear. And LaKayla here, you're with Quantum?
Yes. Hi.
So you are working. You actually a few minutes ago were like, oh, what time is it? Because you had no idea.
Right. I had gotten off around 8 o'clock, and I've been stuck in my car. It was perfectly fine all the way through over the bridge until I got to this exit, and then everybody was stuck, and so I got out of my car and started help pushing cars, and then I saw the snowplow truck come through and asked if they needed help, and he just told me to have all the cars move to the right and left lane so that they can plow the middle lane off. And so then once I got all the way to the end of the tunnel, they had said that they were going to just plow all 3 lanes so that it wouldn't be a big chaos and it wouldn't take that long to clear.
Right, so that's happening just on the other side of the tunnel, so you're saying they've stopped everything and are waiting until they plow everything to let people through?
Correct, that is right. Yeah.
How long, obviously you can't know, but how long do you think that will take?
I'd say probably about another hour or so. I mean, I've been sitting here for about a good 3.5 hours, and they got here probably an hour after I was here, and they started, so probably about another hour, an hour and a half.
So you were trying to get home, and instead you're working for hours and hours.
Right. I live all the way in Beaverton, Aloha Beaverton, so this is a long ride home for me.
And is your car just stuck back there somewhere?
Yeah, I parked my car. I have 4-wheel drive, but I parked it, and so I'm just trying to help everybody maneuver their way through.
Well, thank you for working so hard, and thank you for keeping us updated.
Yes, of course.
Oh my goodness, and stay warm.
Thank you.
Hopefully you have, looks like maybe at least a waterproof outfit, so that's the good news that you were still wearing that. We have Jordan over here. Jordan, can we check in with you? So we talked to you early in the 11 o'clock hour. You are helping people out because your car is still stuck over there?
My car's not stuck. Well, I mean, it's stuck.
Or yeah, you can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
And so you've got this brush. What are you trying to do?
I've just been helping people get their windshields cleaned off, and yeah, just make it so they're making sure they're not iced to the windshield, so that when we do start moving, that they're able to progress forward, so we can all get out of here.
Right. You've realized you're not going anywhere for the time being, so you're going to get out and help at least.
Something to do, right?
And you did say earlier that you at least had food in your car and a full tank of gas.
Yeah. No, I got pretty good 3/4 tank of gas. I got food. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for helping everybody out. How are you doing in your car over here?
I'm doing okay. I've been a little bored, so I look kind of gross.
You actually look wonderful.
And pinning it back, but I have podcasts and music and water, and I'm fine.
Excellent. Any snacks in your car?
Actually, I went to dinner tonight, so I have some leftovers, but I'm not very hungry. So.
Well, hopefully you're not here for too long, but if you are, then if you get hungry, you'll be prepared.
Yes, I have this. I have some steelhead if I need it. So.
Now, did you know what you were coming into when you started driving this way?
I thought it was actually smooth sailing because I checked the ODOT cameras and I don't know what I was seeing. But yeah, this happened to me a month ago where I got stuck by the Everett Street exit for 4 hours. So I feel kind of like a fool for doing this again, but it is what it is.
Well, clearly everyone is in the same boat with you. Have you got out of your car at all and talked to people?
I did talk to a few people. But everyone's been very friendly and nice. I saw the guy with the hot water, and he was offering people to use his bathroom, which was really sweet.
Oh, that's so nice. Just like walking into his house and using his bathroom?
He just lives over there, I guess. So he was like, you can use my bathroom if you need to. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
Well, that is excellent news because that is always the first thing I think of. How are people going to go to the bathroom when they're stuck out here for hours?
I know. Well, I'm doing okay for now.
Well, we've heard that they're trying to plow all the lanes just ahead of this, so hopefully you'll get to move sometime soon.
Yeah. Thanks for being out here.
Thank you for talking to us.
So yeah.
Right, we've had all kinds of people. Everyone is just being nice, and as she was mentioning, there's a guy, Matt, who's been walking around. He lives close by, apparently letting people use his restroom, and he's been walking around with hot water, so keeping people warm, and everyone is just trying to make the best situation. Are we hearing things? Can we tell what they're saying? Hang on, guys. Sounds like ODOT is making an announcement on the other end of the tunnel. Can you guys tell what they're saying on the other end? We can't hear what they're saying. We just heard an announcement from ODOT. Thank you, LaKayla. She's going the other way. Now, you guys live close by, and you've been trying to just help people out, right?
I guess so. We've just kind of been moving around. We started out We saw some kids throwing snowballs at cars, and we walked around a little more, and then we ended up here and saw KGW 8, and then we just said like, hey, can we help you out? And now we're here.
Thank you, guys. Well, good luck. Hopefully. Oh, okay, looks like ODOT is coming through here, guys. We'll keep you updated as people try to get through the tunnel here. Back to you.
Yeah, it sounds like they're saying proceed westbound, so maybe they've cleared a
Good news.
let's actually, while we
Yeah,
can.
you can see the truck says do not pass on there.
Well, we will find out from ODOT firsthand what's happening. Cassidy, thanks for visiting with all those folks. They have a good attitude out there. This is the Rose City Sky Cam.